Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be using a bunch of my favorite products from Danessa Myricks. I pretty much got everything except for a lip liner, a eyebrow pencil, so I pretty much got everything for a full face. There are a couple of new products that I'm going to be using today that I've been wanting to try. So if you're new here, I would love for you to join my channel by hitting that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so you'll know when I put out a new video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with my favorite products from Danessa Myricks. I'm going to pull my hair back. All right, so we are going to start with primer. I am going to start with the Yummy Skin Balm in number 5. I actually use this as primer. So I'm just going to take my sponge and run it into the balm, and then I'm going to just place that on my skin. I really like this as a primer underneath my Danessa Myricks Yummy Foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and add this primer. This is new to me. This is the Danessa Myricks Smooth Effects Mattifying and Refining Gel. This is supposed to actually help with my pores. So I do want to put this on the center of my face. Even though I put the balm, I still want to add this. So this is what the product looks like. It's a clear gel. It looks like it has like these little micro glitters in it. I don't know if you guys can tell. They're kind of gold. So I'm going to place this on the center of my face. It's very jelly-like. It feels somewhat emollient. Doesn't go on like a gel. It feels like an oil, and it's actually supposed to be mattifying. It looks mattifying on the skin. My pores look like they're filled in. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that looks under foundation. So I'm gonna go in with my Jacklyn Hill eye primer. I really don't have any eyeshadows from Danessa Myricks. I'm gonna go ahead and use this shadow palette from Sydney Grace. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. I'm gonna use a couple of shadows from here. And then I do have like an eye liquid shadow, which is this right here. I bought these probably a few months ago, and I haven't used all of them. So I wanted to go ahead and use this one today. It's more of like a, kind of like a smoky gray shade. So I'm going to use this on top of my eyelid along with some shadows from the Sydney Grace palette. I'm going to go in with this shade, which is called Break of Day. If Danessa Myricks comes out with a shadow palette, I am definitely gonna buy it because I love all of her products. You guys hear me talk about her products all the time and how great they are. I just love the formulation of her products. They're really good. I'm gonna go into this shade called Sandcastle. I'm sure you guys noticed that I am filming in a different room and the lighting is a little bit different in here. I mean, it's not the best lighting, but just bear with me. I will be in my makeup room very soon. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this product. So here's the inside of that product case, and it did come with 2 eyeliners, which I don't think I'm going to use today. I'm just going to use this product here. I'm going to show you guys on the back of my hand what this looks like. That's it right there. So I'm going to use that on my eyelid today. Hopefully these shadows will match really well with it. So I like to take the wand and just kind of place it on my lid just like that, and then I take a flat brush, which is like a concealer brush or, you know, any flat brush, and I just kind of pat that into the eyelid. Now with these, you have to be careful that you don't close your eye, because if you do, this will happen. It'll go on top of the brow bone, so you have to be careful. But I like these because they allow me to spread the product around before it dries. I really like that. All right, so that is what the product looks like. So I'm gonna fix this little area up here. I'm gonna go back into that same shade, Sandcastle. I'm just going to deepen up that crease, blend that shadow out, and then I'm going to take Cherry Picking. I'm just going to deepen up the corner. That's it right there for the eyes. Looks really pretty. We're going to go ahead and get into foundation. This is the Yummy Skin Foundation. This is in 10G. I'm just going to shake it up a little bit. And this is a liquid form. So I know you guys have seen this before. I think I even did a review on this. I'm going to go ahead and press this into the skin. And this foundation has really nice coverage. It's a little yellow, but that'll go away once I put everything on, like bronzer and powder, all that good stuff. Now for concealer, I'm gonna go in with the Vision Cover Cream. It can be used as a foundation or can be used as concealer. Today, of course, I'm gonna use it as concealer because this would be way too light for me as a foundation. This is the shade N05. I'm gonna go ahead and just dot some under my eye, and then I'm just gonna blend it out. This Vision Cover Cream is very highly pigmented. A little goes a long way say you don't need much, but it has like excellent coverage. I'm gonna try to turn my brightness down a little bit. Hold on a second, maybe it won't look so white. All right guys, I tried to take a little bit of light off my skin because it does look a little bit bright on camera. Now it looks a little bit better. On camera it just looked really white. So anyway, I turned down some of the lighting. Let me do a little bit of Tarte Shape Tape, and I don't need much because this has like really nice coverage. I'm just gonna pat that in. All right, so I do have two cream bronzers from Danessa Myricks. I have this one, which I bought a long time ago. This is like a sculpting cream, so it's really not so much a cream bronzer. It is used to sculpt the face. And then this one is a cream bronzer. This is in the shade Deep, so this is the cream bronzer. That's it right there. So it's very, very warm, which I like for a bronzer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little bit of contouring with this one. I'm just gonna do a tiny bit because I'm not real, like, I don't do a lot of contouring. I really wish that I did do more of it because the older I get, you know, the more I feel like I need it. I'm just putting this right underneath the cheek, just like that. Not all the way down, just so it can give some lift to that cheekbone. And then I'll contour my forehead. And of course, I'm gonna do my chin. That's all I'm going to do for contouring. So now I'm going to go in with the bronzer. I'm using the same brush. This is my Refi brush. I love this brush. It's so good. Okay, so I'm just going to dip my brush in there, tap it on the back of my hand. Now this is a very dark bronzer. I'm going to go in very lightly with it. I'm just kind of blending that bronzer with the contour. My hair keeps getting stuck to it. All right, so that looks pretty. I like that. It's warm, but it's not like super orange, which I like. Then I'm just gonna go over this contour on my forehead with the same bronzer. All right, so that looks okay. I probably need to go ahead and try the medium shade. It's a little bit dark, and I really thought the medium shade was not gonna do well on me. Maybe I could go and try the medium shade, see how it works out. I'm just going to press it in with my sponge. I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes with my Sephora powder. This is the MicroSmooth powder in beige. I don't have a powder from Danessa Myricks that I like to set my under eyes with. And then for powder, I'm gonna go in with my Danessa Myricks powder. This is in the shade 2.5. I love this powder. It's so pretty. I brought you guys in just a little bit so I can be a little bit up close with you guys. So I'm going to use a highlighter. I'm going to go in with one of these highlighters. These are super, super creamy highlighters. They're some of my favorites, and they just look so beautiful on the skin. I think what I'm going to do is go into Easy Breezy. I'm just going to do a very light highlight. Just a very, very light highlight. I like a subtle highlight. It used to be a time when I really liked a bright highlight, but not anymore. The older I get, the less I want to look like a disco ball. So yeah, I just want more of a subtle glow. All right, so for bronzer, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. This is in the shade medium. I'm gonna use this one because I don't have a bronzer from Danessa Myricks. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one. I've been loving this one. It's a really good one. So I'm just gonna place that. My cheekbones, forehead. So off camera, I went ahead and did my eyebrows. Of course, I told you guys I put on my Charlotte Tilbury. Now, I do want to talk about some of the blushes that I love from this line. Of course, I love the Vision blushes, and then I have these right here, which I do love these as well. They are both really good. Today, I'm going to use one of these because I've already used these before, and I have two new shades that I want to use. One of them is, I think, Tutu, and the other one is Sweet Nectar. And I think with this look, I want to go in with Tutu. It's more of a pinky shade. And so here is the packaging. And I'm gonna go ahead and just put this on the back of my hand. This is the way I like to do it. I don't like to go like directly on my skin with this. I'm just gonna use my sponge today with this, and I'm just gonna dab it onto the product, and then I'm gonna take it onto my cheeks. I love the way these go on. They don't pull on my makeup. They don't come off splotchy. They just look really beautiful on the cheeks. As you can see, it's like a hot pink blush, but it doesn't come off hot pink. Once you blend it in, it's just like a really beautiful, like bright pink. As you can see, I like to put blush on. I'm just gonna put a little bit of powder on top. Okay, I'm gonna use the lip liner Anywhere Caffeine. I do have two products here that I do use for lips. I think I'm gonna go into this one here. This is more of like a neutral tone type lip. So I think I'm gonna go into this one right here. I'm gonna go into this one with my finger. I'm gonna dab that on my lips. Taking a little bit of this shade here. There's a little more pink in it. Really pretty, super subtle. Goes great with that Anywhere Caffeine lip pencil. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I do want to talk about two products really quickly that were new to me today, and one of them is this Danessa Myricks. This is the Smooth Effects Primer. I do like this primer. I feel like my pores are pretty smooth. I don't feel like I'm oily at all. It is supposed to be mattifying. It's also supposed to be smoothing. So I'm just gonna have to test this out a little bit more. I'll probably wear this tomorrow all day to work just to see how it works out. But yeah, I like it so far. And then for this cream bronzer, I think I should at least try the medium. This one is very beautiful, but it is way too dark. It just takes a lot for me to get like a thin layer. See, that is the thinnest I can get, and it's still kind of like too dark. What I usually like to do, I like to use one of the Vision blushes. I have a shade in Almond that I really like, and I use that for bronzer, and it works out perfectly. So yeah, if I don't find a shade in this product, then I do have that one that's the Vision blush that'll work for me as a bronzer. But I do want to say that I do like the consistency of this. I do like the formula of this. I just need to find the right shade. All right, that's it for this video. I used a bunch of my favorites today. So if you like this type of video where I use one brand of product for my entire face, of course I did use a few products that weren't from Danessa Myricks, but for the majority of the makeup, I did use mostly Danessa Myricks. So yeah, if you like these type of videos, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I would love for you guys to join my channel. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.